Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you today about Scentsy Family Reunion. And I'm going to preface that with just letting you know that whatever I tell you, whatever anybody else tells you about Scentsy Family Reunion, it's impossible to put into words the feeling and an accurate description of what it's like unless you've been there. So, it's just incredible. And so I'm going to do my best to tell you about it, but you really need to go to experience it for yourself. So I'll start off with my first Scentsy Family Reunion was in Las Vegas. I was a lead consultant. I hadn't been in Scentsy for very long. When I joined, I knew I would do fine at the sales. I could host parties and I could get some sales, and I figured I'd do fine with that. But I never saw myself being someone the kind of person that would rise up in the company. I had this belief that the people who make it big in direct sales have something special. They have this key thing that I didn't have. And I was okay with that, but that was the belief that I had. So I go to Reunion, and the first thing that just really captured my attention was when I walked into that convention center, or the MGM Grand, and I saw all the consultants there, and I just looked around, and everybody was so different, and everybody was so normal, and just the energy was just buzzing all in the place. Like, you walked in and you felt excitement and joy and inclusion. There was no cliques. There was no, like, you wore a lanyard, you were a part of that family. And I got that feeling my very first trip. And I didn't have people with me. I had never met my sponsor in person. The other people under her, I had never met in person. My sponsor lives in Maine, and I lived in Oregon at the time. Okay, so we could not have been further apart unless we were in different countries. So I met this woman who I had only seen online, found out she was actually part of my upline. And I had just thought she was this magical creature. Okay. Like, she was one of the ones that, okay, she's got that extra something that I just don't have. And I saw her and I met her in person. And I met some more of my upline in person who were doing exceptionally well in the company. And I just had this light bulb moment when I realized they were humans. They were imperfect. They were actually a lot like me. And I realized that I could do what they were doing. And that was a big moment. So that was my first, like, holy moly moment at Reunion, was realizing, like, these people who have got it all together and are doing really well are human. They have the same tools that I have. They have the same everything that I have. They stuck with it. And the biggest thing that I learned that has continued to prove itself true since that reunion is that it's not about having a special something or being a certain kind of person. It's about sticking with it and having a mindset where if something goes wrong, you don't let it shut you down. You figure out, okay, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? Let's try this new thing and see if that works better. Okay. That's the only special something that the people who make it big in this company have. They don't quit. And if something doesn't work, they just figure out why and move forward. That's it. That was a big deal for me. So, oh gosh, Scentsy Family Reunion. Someone described it once when you come home from Scentsy Family Reunion that it's almost like you have reunion hangover. And it's so true. I'm still getting over it right now. My brain is on overload. When you are there, you are go, 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 and the adrenaline is going, and everything is so exciting and happy, and you're just like, I can't tell you how many times I have felt so included at a Scentsy Family Reunion. It's like you are entering this world where if you've got your badge on, everyone around you with a badge is your sister or your mister. Like, they're there for you. whether it's just, hey, I've got extra room in my Uber, hop in. Like, they don't know you, but they see your lanyard, hop in. I brought my youngest son with me to a reunion in Kansas City. And let me tell you, that takes some commitment, bringing a little one. And we had to walk 10 minutes from the convention center down to the hotel I was staying at. And I remember one night, all of a sudden, he was done. He was 3 months old. He was done. We needed to go back to the hotel room. He was hungry. He was good for the night. And I was like, I can't walk him 10 minutes. He's so over it. I can't do this. So I tried to get a taxi. I had a big old stroller. I had his car seat. I had a diaper bag. And I'm, trying really hard to get my stuff in the taxi. And maybe 10 seconds of struggle. And all of a sudden, 3 girls who were outside at the same time jump off of where they were sitting. And they're like, come on, we got you. And they come over and they helped me load everything in. It was just, thank you. And just because I was wearing my lanyard, because I was a Scentsy sister and they were there. I can't tell you how many times I have been walking in the streets of a new city that I've never been to before, and I feel safe because Scentsy sisters don't let you walk alone. This last reunion, it was actually a little sketchy outside of my hotel. It was nerve-wracking, and I'm doing this challenge where I had to get an outside workout done. It had to be a 45-minute one, and it was like 10 p.m. and I got a little uncomfortable, and I saw a Scentsy sister in the parking lot, and I was like, hey, you're safe. Is it okay if I just kind of do some side steps next to you? And I have to get this challenge done, or I have to start at day 1. And she was like, well, how much more time do you have? And I told her I had like 30 more minutes. She goes, I'll walk with you. We'll walk where it's light, and I'll walk with you. Scentsy sisters don't let you walk alone. And that is, you guys, that's every reunion I have ever been to. You're not alone. And every year I connect, like really click with at least a couple more people. And so I can walk down the halls now. I mean, I've been in this since, 2014. So my first reunion was in 2015. I can walk down the halls of this massive convention center and be like, hey, like I see people that I know, and I'm like giving hugs and chatting as I'm walking from place to place, because it really is a family reunion. I have never felt more in my element and like I belong than I have felt at a Scentsy Family Reunion. And that feeling only gets stronger every single year. You're surrounded by people who you already have something in common with. You already have something to talk about. So even if you're an introvert, which most of the time I really am an introvert, I would much rather sit at home and talk to my phone than go out into public most of the time. But it's different at a Scentsy Family Reunion. You're just with genuine people who want the same things that you want, who come from all different walks of life. But I don't know. It's magic. So since I don't feel like I can accurately really get into that, I'm going to tell you about some of the perks of just going. So first of all, you are going to get to touch, hold, see, take pictures, take videos of every single new product that is coming out, unless it's a super secret. That happens sometimes. They'll launch some super secrets, but you get to actually take personal pictures. That's really important, because can you imagine trying to afford getting all of the new things that come out just so you can take advertising pictures and selfies with them? I can't afford that. Let alone the decorations and all the little fun things that they put with it. Scentsy sets those things up for you. Okay. They actually have little props and everything. They have photo lights and all kinds of other stuff, to help you get quality pictures. Okay. So that's just included with you going to reunion. They always have something fun and phenomenal. I mean, my first reunion, we had a private concert with One Republic. That was cool. One year they sent us to a Kansas City Royals baseball game. Free, okay? We got on little Scentsy buses and went there, and it was awesome. Gosh, what else have we had? Oh, Disneyland. You don't have to be anything special to go to reunion. You just have to be in Scentsy, okay? So you don't have to earn it. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just go. And just for going, I had one of my lifelong dreams come true when they gave us free park hopper passes between Disneyland and, gosh, my brain is fried. California Adventure. So Disneyland and California Adventure, I got to see everything. I got to ride everything. I got to experience Disneyland for free because I went to Scentsy Family Reunion. My gosh, the giveaways, the speakers. Oh, the speakers. That's my favorite. Yeah, hands down, the speakers are my favorite because, you think about a direct sales convention, you think that they're going to just drill into you like sell, sponsor, sell, sponsor, sell, sponsor. I feel like when I go to Reunion, I'm going to like Scentsy Church. I feel like the focus is so much more on being a better version of yourself and being kind and genuine and authentic and giving more of your genuine self to others and being generous and all of those things. I mean, just becoming a better version of yourself. And the sales and the recruiting follow. Like when you learn those things, you just become better. And I feel so inspired when I come home to just love myself a little better, take care of myself a little more, take care of the people around me and in my community a little bit better. It's just such a genuine, you really, really understand how much everyone in this company cares about you and not just about whether you sell a lot or whether you recruit enough or anything like that. Like they care about you and your story and the growth that you have. I mean, they just love us and you just feel that so much. God, I'm tearing up. So yeah, I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't join Scentsy and if I hadn't gone to the events. The events will change you. Yeah, it's magic. I think that's all I have to say. And of course you get giveaways, so that's always cool too. Anyways, you guys have a year to plan this out and you can make it so cheap. You can room with other people. You can, carpool together. You can pack your own food. I pack my own food. I can't eat gluten, so I pack my own food. It's easy. If you need help learning how to navigate doing it cheaper, I am super cheap. I can help you out. You can message me anytime. But I love you guys so much, and I really, really hope I get to meet you at Reunion next year.